What's up, folks? Welcome back to the garage. In fact, we have the test laboratory here. As you can see, there's a thermo gauge here on the table, and I have a multimeter. I have removed the whole instrument panel from the car and separated the temp gauge. And in this video, I will show you how I have connected this temp gauge to test it. We have the sensor here and the multimeter. After the intro, I will show you how I have connected this gauge and how it works. In my previous videos, I have shown how the instrument panel comes out, but this part was also quite easy to separate. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 screws. These 5 are quite easy. You can easily find them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, actually 6. And these were a little bit more difficult. There was 1 and there was number 2. After I found those, it was easy to take this off. And after that, I just removed four screws, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's those there. And after that, I managed to get the gauge out very easily. And next I will show you how I have connected this gauge, and I will show the result, what will happen when we switch the power on. I tried to find different kind of videos how to connect this gauge, but I didn't found any, so I did it myself. And this connection might be wrong, but I took the power, the plus and the ground from the battery, and they are here, and the power goes through the fuse to the switch. This is actually from Saab 99 hazard switch, and through the yellow to the plus, you can see there, and the ground minus the black wire goes to the black one, and also the another ground goes through the blue wire to the sensor, and another blue wire comes back here to you. My connection might be wrong, but I think it should go like this. And the resistance from the sensor is 1270 ohms, and from the temperature sensor chart it shows that it would be about 40 degrees of Celsius, but that's not correct, because here we have about 20 degrees in the garage, so it's not accurate. What I will do next, I will switch the power on, and you will see what will happen. Yes, the gauge goes in the middle about, and you can see the resistance is like that. And next I will try to heat up the sensor, and I try to get about maybe 400 or 500 ohms, that it should be much warmer what is now. So if the gauge works, it should show something else than halfway. But just a sec, I will heat the sensor up. Now the resistance is 0.6, so it's much less what it was, about half. And now we will turn the switch and the gauge goes again in the middle. So even the resistance is totally different. The gauge shows the same temp. So I think now we have a broken gauge. So I think the panel is okay, but the gauge itself is damaged. And next I will try to figure out what might be wrong. I have received few tips, and I will tell you a little bit more just a sec. I got few tips in TikTok that I should check. I should use my soldering iron for all these connections. I will do that, at least these three and that fourth. And one tip was that try to switch or change this transistor. You can see the number there. And that might be one thing that I will try to do. The most easiest thing would be change the whole gauge unit, and I think I will try to find a working one. That would be wise, I think, but I'm such a person that I would like to get this one working, so next I will use my soldering iron and then we will check if that helps, and if it doesn't, I will remove this transistor and try to find a new one and replace it, because there's not quite many parts in this gauge. Is that diode there, that one? Because that would be also possible to change quite easily, but in this video I will try to first use my soldering iron, and after that, if it doesn't help, I will remove the transistor. Now I used my soldering iron. I redo the soldering in transistor and the diode, if that's diode. I think it is, but I think you will know better. But now there's something happening. Check the gauge. I just turn it on. It just barely moves. And next I will put my camera on stand and I will again heat the sensor with my heat gun, and you will see what's going on, because I noticed some movement. Just a sec. I managed to get this transistor out quite easily. As you can see, there's the marking on the transistor, and there's three nice holes there. And next I will try to find a new one and change it, and just in case, I think I will buy another gauge to make sure that I will get this instrument panel working as soon as possible. Thanks for watching. Please give me a thumbs up and comments down below. That would be great. Thank you very much. And if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, now it's a perfect time to do that, and also ring the bell. Thanks for watching and see you soon.